Alive and in humongous color from west of the Rockies, it's Let's Make It Bacon with Ace, and another absolutely award-winning, fantastic video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Much appreciated. So, today, what do we got on the docket? Lots of docket. We got all kinds of docket. So, well, these aren't number one. What was behind me, what I was showing you was number one, but these are number two and number three. So we've got the bottom part of the vent for the refrigerator for the roof, and then we have the Max Air cover. What that does, if you don't have one of these and you have a RV, I mean, most RVs come with these automatically now, but back in the olden days, you had roof vents, and you would, crank them up, and then you'd have airflow. But if it rained, well, one or two things. You had to worry about, if you had your vents open, rain getting down, just dumping into your RV. Or number two, to where, you're worried about that the cover's going to get ripped off, or something of that nature. So, you had to worry about the weather and, I got to close my cover. Well, with this guy here, nothing's perfect. So let's say that up front, nothing's perfect. So, it's just as possible that, rain could get in here. Well, it's not just as possible, a little bit less possible. The reason being it's got these louvers and this grate. And what that's meant to do is make it to where unless you've got, sideways rain, that your vent is going to stay relatively dry. So that's pretty cool. I'm a big fan of that. And then, as far as the fridge vent, this is so much better than the one I took off. This will get bent up too because it's just, in the heat, and it does it over time. But the one I took off was just warped as warped could be. Had a magical process of trying to get this thing, get one of these, order the top part, thought it came with the bottom. It didn't. They're ordered separately, and they're like $25 a piece. I've got the top part still. Didn't throw that away intelligently. I was really close to doing it, but decided now, be smart, wait, and I did. So got this on order, got that delivered, good to go. As far as the number one thing I'll be doing today, until it warms up on the roof there a little bit, up to, super hot 72 degrees today, definitely October. I've got this guy here, large and in charge, light fixture. Do not open with your feet, ladies and gentlemen, do not open with your feet. And do not install with your feet. I think that's what that's all about. So, that's what we're going to be doing today, installing this light fixture. Where is that light fixture supposed to go? Right here. Do I have a light switch for it? Well, no. So power's just being supplied to this all the time? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, my filler foam's coming out. So I gotta put that back. But, blast. But, so how am I going to control this guy? Make it to where it turns on and off and does its little, light dance. Well, that's going to be through Govy. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi fixtures. Would I put this on everything that I own? No. But it can, these are different than the ones I've had previously, because the ones I had previously were not meant for high loads, and this is up to 15 amp. Would I put it to 15 amp? I don't know, maybe, but this is what I'm going to be using to turn on and off the light fixture instead of a light switch. So I'll have the light fixture be governed by the Bluetooth and Wi-Fi devices, both this one and whichever one I get for the bedroom, and that'll give me some options. That'll make it to where I can turn it on and off and all that jazz remotely, unless this comes with a remote control. I don't think on the listing it came with a remote control, but I will check and see, and if it does, well, then I won't have to install one of those at all. I'll just use the remote. But all good in the neighborhood. Yeehaw, ye to the haw. Got pretty cold last night. Got Sorry, I don't know what that was. No, it started another video. All right, well, I'll combine these. Sorry, messed up on that. I pressed a button and it started another video. But what was I saying? Got pretty cold in here last night, down to 40 degrees. So because of the testing that I've been doing here, and how much power it takes at even the temperatures I'm getting in this area at this time of year, I realized that there is no option but to have propane heat as the primary source of heat, and then I'll use my electric as I'm able to bring it in and get that system set up down at the ranch. But I'll definitely be connecting this guy. Yesterday I got in the new new hose to plug into here, screw in to here to make it to where I can get this guy set up and ready to rock, and it will, and I'm looking forward to it. I was making it incredibly difficult on myself for no reason. I was looking for a filter, a propane filter, because I didn't quite know what the reason for the filter was until I looked at some reviews. And the filter doesn't have a filter medium like an air filter does. It pretty much just provides a space to where any kind of debris would be caught before it goes into the unit. And I realized that the setup instructions for this actually already include that, because it's essentially just a lower point to where any kind of oils, usually that's what it is, it's not just big chunks of stuff, it's oils, will drop down in the sediment trap, which is 2 inches. It's supposed to be 3, but I do what I can here, and that will trap that before going in and getting this thing clogged up. So I don't need an oil filter. I thought I did, and I was trying to rig up all kinds of redneck stuff to make it to where it would work, but then I realized, when I looked on Amazon and somebody had broken down one of the filters, and yeah, it's just that. It's a space for oil to drop into. It comes from hoses and that kind of jazz. So I'll get that set up today. What else? That's probably it, for today. I'll try to get I get the light fixture installed today. I'll get the fridge vent installed today. I'll get the bathroom vent installed today, and I'll get the hose connected to that today, and that will be a day of a little bit of success. So looking forward to that. I will show you an update when I have one. Talk to you soon. All right, new massive light fixture installed and good to go. It even comes with its own remote, which you can set it to dim, change the kind of color of the light. It's interesting because it's actually hard to tell on camera. Very easy to tell in person. Let's see if this a little bit different. Yeah, it's funny how the auto balance. This is more of a yellow warm light, and it looks cold on the camera. That's bright. That's like daylight. Incredible. So, but yep, little remote control on, off. Can change the color of the light with these two here. Brightness there. That's a auto dim. Kind of a just lesser than super high mode, and then that goes through the individual colors. Let's see what night does. Oh, nice. So that just makes it so that it's nice and dim, and so you're not going to be, awake because it's so bright. Man, I love this thing. So I'll probably be ordering another one of these today, but happy with the install. Was super easy, flush mount, a few screws, connected it to the power, and Bob's your uncle. Didn't have to use the Wi-Fi Bluetooth things at all since it came with a remote, so that was one less step and hassle. I'll use those for other appliances in here. But definitely happy about the result of the light, and now move on to the next project after lunch. All right, and it's official. The roof is done. Got the 3 major items coming out. The sewer vent, max fan air cover, and the fridge vent installed, and everything is good to go. So I'll let that dry overnight, and then I'll be all done. So do I expect this solution to last forever? No, but it'll last long enough.